What is going on, everybody? We're having a pizza stop currently at Jet's Pizza. Gonna get some food. But this is gonna be a start to a new series that I'm doing. I'm gonna fish 50 lakes all over the state of Florida. Some new to me, some that I've already fished, and everybody probably knows, but do a mix. I'm also gonna obviously throw in there a bunch of lakes I haven't got to fish or wanted to fish and whatever. But I'm gonna fish all sorts of stuff. It's not gonna be every weekend. Some weekends I'll fish a lake each day. Some weekends, depending on how big the lake is, I might fish a lake 2 days. We'll see. The goal for every video will be to catch 20 pounds because that's a pretty darn good staple for Florida. Pretty much no matter what time of the year and no matter what lake, pretty much it's one with 20 pounds. So that's gonna be our staple. Obviously there's exceptions to that, but that'll be our staple, is to shoot for 20 pounds. That'll be our goal. Shoot for 20 pounds on every lake we're on. So we're headed to Lake Yale tomorrow. I have been there twice, 2 afternoons after a big bass tour event there. Have spent a total of maybe 6 hours on the lake. From what I know, it's got offshore grass. There was hydrilla, there was eelgrass, lily pads and stuff like that for a shallow bite. Looked like it might come into play, but other than that, the main stuff seemed to be hydrilla, and I think the lake's got a good bit of depth too, so maybe a little deeper shell bar bite, or like a brush pile bite or something like that, if we can find that sort of stuff. We will definitely be trying to do some offshore fishing because I got a new graph layout going on, and I'm just I did a bunch of rewiring and reworking of things on the boat, so I just want to make sure everything is working the way it should be. So I will definitely do some offshore fishing tomorrow. We're going to try and do a little bit of a hydrilla whack fest, an offshore hydrilla. Based on what I saw last time, that was one of the best patterns at the time, so we'll probably see if we can't find some offshore hydrilla and do well. We'll also keep an eye out for a shad bite because it is getting to be that time of the year. It's fall, so I think it's October, so we're kind of right in that phase where shad will come into play. But we're gonna keep our eyes open and our minds open and just go do our thing and hopefully bump into some good fish. So yeah, got a bunch of rods rid up. Everything's all good to go, and we are fixing to get this show on the road. We got about a 2-hour drive ahead of us, and then we are gonna kick it off and hopefully whack some good fish. But got a box full of rods there, all sorts of stuff rigged up. I got a whopper plopper, chatterbaits, traps, jerkbait, frog, swim jig, everything you can think of, you name it. So we're gonna go do our thing and hopefully have a really good time and catch some fish, and then we'll come back and do another video out on the local lake tomorrow. So yep, that's the plan. See you guys on Lake Yale. All right, good morning, guys. We're out on Lake Yale. It is 7:27. The sun's not even up yet. We just came right out of the ramp, pulled over, and Jake just had a blow up. We saw a bunch of really good looking mats at the surface, so we're just gonna try a little bit of frogging right off the get-go. See what we can do.
Nice. Flip out.
Skinny though, he's like a pound and a half.
He's a little skinny.
The first one of the day on top water. There's a lot of fish. We just pulled out of the launch, like this big canal for the launch. Pulled out of that canal and just said, man, this is really good for topwater. So we pulled over, started fishing. Jake had a blow up, I had a blow up, and then just caught this guy on a whopper plopper, about 2 and change. Seems like there's a lot of bait in here. Between minnows and shad, there's a bunch of bait up here. There's been shad literally jumping. And then there's been minnows getting pushed up against mats, but that's about a 2 1/4. So not a terrible fish. Good start to the day.
Oh, there's one behind mine.
That might be a good fish. Yeah, take it behind it.
Oh, he's cold. Just got a 2-pounder. He's pretty fat. You. Just got a 9-pounder. On the bucket.
Switch up to a horny toad instead of a big buzz frog. It's more subtle, and a lot of these shad are jumping all over the surface and get chased by bass. And they look more slender and quick and not so loud and bulky, so I switched to a more slender, quieter profile of a zoom horny toad. And literally first cast with it caught at a 1 something, so not that big, but decent fish.
Oh, frick.
Frog?
It was on mine.
I think you're 8, dude. You're 8.
I am.
You're 8. Hold on, Roger up. You gotta hit him. You're 8, dude. Real. He either has a good, it's wrapped up on that load, guys. Oh, might be a good fish though.
It's not bad.
Pretty good sized fish.
Yeah.
Good sized fish.
Yeah.
Probably about 2-pounder.
Yeah. Just got a 2-pounder on the fluke. You. No. There we go. Big?
Yeah, pretty good size.
You want me to land him?
Not bad, I got him. He's 1-pounder.
Oh, yeah. We'll keep though.
Nice little trap fish there. About £1.75, £1.5 on a trap. There we go. Another one in the trap.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah. That's a good fish. That's a really good fish.
What? Hey, nice. I'll find her smallest real quick.
There you go, that's an upgrade fish. 2 something on a trap. Here's our call. Not bad.
Pretty good.
That might go. Yeah, that might go 3.
Big one.
Good one. Oh yeah, there you
that's
go.
nice.
That is nice. Keep your down.
Yeah.
Your bus is shad right next to your shad right.
On the way down, I didn't even reel, and he was hitting it.
Flipping them.
Yeah.
There we go. So we've kind of found a trap pattern. There's a lot of shad right in the cove. And all around in the lily pads, pushed up against hydrilla. Minnows and shad have been getting chased all morning long. There's also needlefish back here. So we were fishing around the edges of stuff with topwaters. Jake was fishing a little bit of a fluke, and then picked up a chatterbait, had a couple fish swat at it, decided to swap over to a trap, and now we're catching some good quality fish. Kind of just out in the open, off of the firm edge hydrilla, on slight, it's sparse, pretty sparse. It'll be spread out, but you'll hit a wad of it. It's almost,
What did we say?
it's almost all the way up to the surface and clumpy.
Probably half pound to a pound cold. Sweet. Oh, there's a nice one, Ben. Massive.
Right it down.
Oh, he's foul hooked.
That's
Bro.
not fatty.
That thing, I thought that thing was like a 6.
It is a fatty though.
Yeah.
Jake just caught another fatty, probably about 2 or 3. That's
Number
probably
four.
3.
Number 4 is our smallest. Okay, that cool? You? Let's do. Been slaying them. Small.
Like, there we go.
Oh, there's one. I think he's small.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, I think he's foul up. Yeah, he's foul.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice one. Big drag. Little guy.
All right, guys. So we just came from an area that was really clear. We pulled in there. It looked really good. We fished around. Had really good looking submerged hydrilla, really clear, and just no fish. I think we have 1 or 2 bites over there. And
I caught one. Tiny little.
oh, Jake had a teeny little guy. But we didn't really catch much over there. So we made an adjustment, came down the bank a little ways. It's much clearer over here. Really good submerged grass. I think it's, doesn't that graph say like 12 foot out here?
I don't know what it was.
Anyways, it's like 12 foot deep here. We're probably 150, 200 yards off the shoreline, and we're just kind of chucking traps. It's real clean, and we have been messing them up. We've caught like 10 fish in like no time. So Got the camera running again. That SD card filled up, so we're gonna get back to it. That's right where I caught him. That's something right there.
Oh, there's one.
Good.
Now.
That way. Oh my god. Is that a bass? I'm getting smoked right now.
There is no way. Ben, if that's a bass,
This thing's actually just smoking my reel right now.
if that's a bass, that's 10 plus.
Well, I don't feel that heavy. It's cast out there, bro.
Oh, what the?
Look at this joke. Look at this joker. I snagged him in the tail. Big old car. That's not where it is.
Donkeys for days, bro. It's rusting me. I think I still have it on.
I do have a fish.
That's my new PB. 900 pounds. Yes, sir. Oh, I just left. There he is. That was my better.
Better than the other one.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Dang, it's really
Big,
not big, but like. Oh yeah.
There you go. Finally got some quality out of our hydrilla
Hey
field.
bud, can you calm down? Stop.
So, okay.
Shorter and he's fatter. Yeah.
That's like whack. There's a fish. That should be a better size one. Yep, there we go.
Cole?
Yep, we got a stud on. It's like a 4-pounder, Dick. Maybe 5. We got a stud on a worm.
You want me to land it? Here.
Dude, that's a pig. Oh my gosh, there's one with it. There's one with it. Pitch anything in.
How big?
I don't know, it was good size, whatever it was. Uh-oh, now it's wrapped up. Look at that, dude, that's a paw. It's actually a paw. Oh, bro. Chill, dog. Chill. There we go.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Here's our big fish of the day on a worm. Just trying to get a bigger bite somehow. That's probably a 5-pounder. Man, that Pal Max. It's just an awesome rod, 7.6. But holy cow, it's a great fish. 5-6 pounder, 5-pounder, 5-6 pounder. On the worm there, right in the corner of the mouth. That's gonna help us in a big way. There was one with him that looked to be like a 3 or 4 pounder. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a 5.5 pounder. It's a 5.5. Here's our call. That's a call.
We need to put more water in it. That has 2 big ones already in it.
Another good one. Fatty, bro. Jake's got one on an A-rig. Might get a couple. That's a decent one. He's not going to upgrade, but about a 2 pounder. There's a specific part here that's getting some good fish for us. Is it big?
2.
Jake's got 2. It's decent. Flip them quick. Quick, quick, quick. There you go. Hold that up for the camera.
Just caught 2 on the same cast. Yoop.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty good fish.
Oh, there's one.
We're getting double headers now. I got a good one. Thanks, Fatty.
One on the A-rig. Oh, help.
Another 2 pounder. Fishing a speed worm over the edge of the grass, probably right on about 2 pounds. I don't think he'll do anything for us.
Good.
Feels heavy. Jake's got a good one. Where he just got slammed. Hopefully it's a big one. Oh, he does have a big one. He's kind of, here, flip him, flip him, flip him, flip him. Jake just got like a 4 change on the A-rig. 4 or 5 pounder on the A-rig.
That thing slammed it.
Pop that hook out and show him a good, give him a good hold up for that.
4.5, maybe 5. I'll wait. Nice slow call. Probably a pound. Yoop.
There's a good bite.
Good. So now, got a 4 and a 5.
Jake just took a good one.
It could be 2. I think it's 1 though.
Hopefully Jake just got a good one on this A-rig. It's a nice fish though. I don't think it'll help.
It won't. Very high 1, maybe 2. 1 in the morning. You have one? Got a nice one, 1.5 pounds probably. He's real fat. Oh, it's a needlefish.
All right. Just took a nice big one on the trap right as the camera turned off, so I tossed Jake my phone, but I got a fatty. Hopefully it doesn't pull off because it's not hooked all that well.
Yes, sir.
That is a stud.
4.5.
Dude, that thing's a freaking tub.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, here, keep filming. Look at this, just the girth on that thing. Oh my god. That thing's a chunk.
Oh, I got one.
Jake has one.
It's nice. I think.
Uh-oh, here he comes.
Oh no.
Oh, little guy.
He just found a hook. Here.
But look at that beast, dude. That's sick. All right, so update, guys. We kept working our way down it ended up being a grass edge. What we were fishing was the tapering part of a grass edge, and it is a beautiful, gnarly looking grass edge. It's got all these pockets and holes, which is why there's all these fish here. All the other stuff was pretty bland and just straight hydrilla, little dips here and there, but not much. This has big like canyons and all sorts of cool stuff. So we're fishing down that edge. I just caught another one. This like high 4-pounder I just caught. I'm gonna show you what he's gonna call, but that should put us over 20 because we got 2 4s now, a 5, and 2 other nice fish. So that's an upgrade, guys. That's our smallest, who is now gone. We got 2 bigger than him, and that fish is probably 2 3/4 or 3 pounds. This is a almost 5-pounder. So great upgrade. Gonna chuck him in the well real quick. Heck yeah.
Are you going?
Whack. Alrighty guys, so update. We are at the ramp right by where we were running by because we blew up the motor. I blew up the motor. So motor's blown up. I think it lost compression in a cylinder or something like that. It's seized up. It won't even turn over or anything. So he's being weird. He donezo, I think, for now, but it is what it is. We're gonna weigh our fish. We should have over 20 pounds, which is awesome. And I guess I'll have to get a new motor or get this one worked on at some point. It's at least good that it happened now before the massive tournament we're going to, and not at the massive tournament we're going to, because yeah, we'd be dead in the water. So I guess it is better it happened now because we were out here testing stuff anyways, just trying to get things together for that. So it's good we know ahead of time, but kind of sucks it happened. So no worries. We're gonna go through our fish though real quick on the GoPro, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to get a ride all the way back to that side of the lake. All right, we're gonna go through and weigh our fish. Like I said, the motor's blown up, so we're just gonna weigh our fish and get on with life. All right, we're all zeroed out. We're gonna weigh some fish. Looking good. We got a 5.56, a 4.96, and a 4.32. Boom! 21-14.
Yes, sir.
21-14 Lake Yale Smackdown. This place was really good to us today, other than the blown motor. So we'll get that sorted out and then go do our thing. But 21-14, for our best 5. That's pretty darn good. Jake had a 3-something and a nice 4, low 4, and I had a high 4, a 5, and another 3-something. So we had a great bag, and we're gonna hold up some fish, get them back in the water, and then go grab the boat, but the trailer for the boat. But heck yeah, great day.
Good boys.
All right, we're gonna hold up some fish. I got 3, Jake's got 2 in the bag. I got a 5, a 4, and a 3, and he's got a 4 and a 3. 21 pounds. Move up a little. There you go. Scoot a little left. There you go. Go down. Go up. Look at those.
Yes, sir.
Great day. Here, one more time. Nice and close.
Yes, sir.
21 pounds of Jake. Heck yeah. Damn. Studs. There we go. All right, Jake. Here's our big 2. Gonna let these boys go. See you later. See you later. Nice fatty there. See ya.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty guys, that's how our day went. I'm gonna give you guys another rundown either on my low rants or on Google Maps, where I'm gonna go through where we caught our fish and what we did, and just get as much info out there from the day that I picked up. So I'll do that. I'm gonna get back to the house or whatever, but for now I got a bigger issue to take care of, which is getting this this vehicle from the other launch and getting it over here. So gotta go do that, and then yeah, next time you see this, it's gonna be me giving you a rundown of what we did on the lake today. Thanks for watching, guys. What's up, guys? I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what we did on the lake today. We put in at the south side of the lake at Marsh Park Boat Ramp. We came out of the canal. We literally just idled right out of the canal. We got off plane, and then as you can see, we just kind of did a little loop. There was some fish blowing up in this cut here. I caught a good fish on a whopper plopper right in there, and then we just fished our way down. Jake caught fluke fish through here. There was a lot of sparse grass mixed with lily pads in this area, and then as we got out here, this was all a big hydrilla mat. We went around the edge of it here, so this was all a big hydrilla mat. There was a cut and then a hydrilla point, so we fished all around that, and we worked our way out to the main lake. We caught a lot of our trap fish right in here. We caught a lot of really nice trap fish right in the beginning after we went in this cut. We kind of did a little, I guess a V shape, and then worked our way back out, and then started casting across and caught a lot of our trap fish kind of out in this open part of this bay, just off the mat edges. After we did that, we worked our way up lake a little bit. We ran on plane for a good little distance. We ran past what we were going to go to, and then I came back. This is a grass field that we caught a couple fish on a jerkbait at. We caught a couple fish on the edge of that grass field, and then idled around. I thought I saw kind of more grass or fish out there, so we fished that, didn't really catch anything. And then we went and idled around out in this deep stuff, and I bumped into something. Let's see if I can see where it is. I don't know if it's on maps, but I bumped into something out here. I think I deleted my waypoints because it wasn't really that amazing, but I idled around, and then I came up in, I think, this area. Yeah, up in here, and I caught like one fish in a Carolina rig. Nothing fancy. Then we left there and ran up lake, checked out this part of this cove. The clarity down here, the water clarity wasn't all that good. So we ran around, idled all over the place, ran around. This is a big mat area. Ran around this, it was all like topped out. So then I came in this cut here, which kind of led behind a big, massive, this is a big hydrilla mat. It kind of led behind a big hydrilla mat. And yeah, this looked pretty good. I saw it on plane. It looked like decent grass, so we stopped and fished it. But there wasn't enough open water back there, I think, to really hold a lot of bait, or whatever the heck it was. There was just not a lot of fish there. So as you can see, we fished a nice chunk of the shoreline there. It looked really nice, but no really fish there other than Jake had, I think, one little rat fish. So we ran then down the edge on the inside of the grass mats. And we ran through some good looking stuff here, hydrilla, on the graph. It looked really good, but we didn't stop to fish it. I kept running until I hit this area right in here. I ran over stuff that looked good, and then we circled back and got off plane, and then started fishing down in here. We caught a bunch of fish on a trap and a trap, worm, and stuff like that. Worked our way back up, and then on the inside of that, there was like topped out hydrilla all out here. And so on the inside of that, there was a pretty good chunk of open water, a couple 100 yards. And on the inside of that, there was a big break, like a grass, sort of like a roll off out here. And we worked this way, just casting off into the, you know, just kind of like the sandy area, and dragging it to the grass, or fishing stuff up to the grass edge like traps, and then jumping it up on it. But we did a bunch of that. We worked our way on the inside of the grass all the way to like a cove, and then got on plane to go to our last spot and go check out that other cove, because it looked to be set up relatively similar. So we went to go check that out, and then the motor blew up, and then obviously we got picked up. But that's our day on the lake, and yeah, I'll do a quick little tackle rundown of what else we did. But that's our day on the lake, and that's where we went and what we did for 20-something pounds on Lake Yale. Alrighty guys, gonna give you a quick tackle rundown of every rod I caught fish on, and then if I were to pick 2 rods to go back out on the lake with, what 2 I would pick. If I were to go back out on the lake tomorrow with just 2 rods, I'd choose this rod. I was fishing a speed worm on it, and then also my trap rod here. I did the majority of the damage on these 2 rods. This has 15-pound Seagar Red Label. It's a 7-3 Daiwa Tatula SV on a Powell 7-foot medium heavy extra fast, 10 to 17 pound. It's sort of like a, it's not really designed for like a treble hook bait rod, but around grass, this is a great trap rod. I fish this rod around grass a bunch, and it makes it great just to snap it out of grass and fish a trap really effectively on fluorocarbon around hydrilla. So I caught a 4-pounder, a couple 3s, and a bunch of good fish on this trap rod, a pile of fish, probably literally 30-40 fish on this rod. So that was a big player. I caught the biggest fish on this rod when I decided to slow down and really take the time to break down the area. It's an 8-to-1 Daiwa Tatula 100XS. This is like their newer $150 Tatulas. It's on a Powell Max rod. It's a 7.6 mag, medium heavy. This is, like it says, a utility rod. You can really do anything with it. It's a killer worm rod, a 5-aught EWG Gamakatsu, and just a gambler burner worm with, I think, a 3/16 or a 1/4 ounce tungsten on there. So this was a big player, and this was a big player. Finding fish on this and then slowing down the area with this was a big player. Jake also fished a fluke and stuff, but it was all right. We got the majority of our good fish on traps, in a rig, or worms. Other things I caught fish on was a chatterbait. I was just fishing this on just 20-pound fluorocarbon. This was another setup I used. Didn't do too much damage on that, but did catch a couple fish. I also fished a horny toad and caught a few fish on that. And then I caught a good fish right in the start of the morning, a 3-something pounder with this whopper plopper here. Simple setup. I also caught a couple fish on this jerkbait, shallow diving jerkbait, and then I caught a couple fish on a Carolina rig with a just a Zoom lizard on there. But that was everything I caught fish on today. These would be my top 2 picks. They really did the majority of the damage. I caught a 4 on that, and a 3 on that were in the bag, and I caught a 5 on that went in the bag. So these would be my top 2. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm trying to make these as helpful as possible because I know when I was getting started in bass fishing and going to lakes and stuff, I had no prior knowledge, and I guess could learn from like Bassmaster events and whatnot. But for the average Joe, I figured I'd just put my content out there and you know, whatever we're doing on the lake, so anybody can really see what's going on and what exactly we did and where we went and the techniques we used, and hopefully apply it to either that lake or a trip on a different lake. But yeah, so that's how the day went. we kind of stuck to the plan, and we did a lot of the offshore grass stuff, and did pretty well at that. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm going to be doing more of these soon. They will be mixed in with other videos, but thanks for watching. See you guys around.